daily update for my resale business. Want to know what's going on? Stay tuned.
Where the deals just shine. Boss ladies on the grind every single time. From fitness to new, they got the fashion view. Step into their world, you feel brand new. Got Gucci, got Prada, got everything you crave. Their passion for fashion is what they bravely gave. Resale game strong and the ladies in command. 3 queens Resale taking over the land.
Hey friends, it is Stephanie with 3 Queens Resale. And if you are new to my channel, thanks for hanging out. And if you are a reseller bestie, thanks for coming along for the ride. And to all of my new subscribers, welcome. I am Stephanie and I am 3 Queens Resale. I am the queen mother, of course, and those 2 beauties behind me, my daughters, those are the other 2 queens. So hence the name 3 Queens Resale. A week ago Wednesday, I decided I just wanted to focus on eBay. And not that we're not listing on all the other platforms, but I wanted to really drill into eBay and grow my resale business on eBay and make $5K and what we have left of the year. So I'm so excited to just have a focal point and a plan going forward. Before I was just kind of like picking up what I thought was cute, listing things, trying new things, doing all that. But there is essentially what I would call like a blueprint to being successful on eBay, and it's all through sell-through rates and whether I like something or not. For instance, I had never picked up Wranglers, any type of Wrangler, until this past week. But after studying Wranglers, like the fleece line Wrangler outdoor utility pant does really well. I mean, you could flip them. The sell-through rate is really good. And you could easily flip them for $20 over and over and over again. In addition to, instead of some other, I can't think of it off the top of my head that I was picking up, that might just sit because I thought it was a cute boho blouse. So I'm really focusing on sell-through rate, and comps. So what I've learned this week, first of all, let me explain the difference. And if I am wrong, please correct me gently in the comments because I am learning and becoming a student of eBay. So sell-through rate is the percentage of how many available versus how many have sold. eBay does this. It is really easy to figure this out on eBay. I drill down in the specifics. I typically put the brand, condition, size, and maybe one other identifying fact about the item, color, for instance. And then maybe I'll pop one in when I'm editing. And then you'll see like there might be 14 available. But then I'll go flip it over to sold to see how many of that item has sold on eBay in the last 90 days. Now, in my head, there's 14 available. If 7 or more have sold, now those aren't the 14 because they're available. But if 7 or more items like that have sold in the past 90 days, I'm like, okay, there's not that many. There's 14, 7 have sold. That's about 50% I can expect over the course of the 90 days for another 7 of the 14 to sell. So I would pick that up. What I wouldn't pick up is something that there are 100 of, and then when I flip it over to see how many have sold in the past 90 days, and there's like 1. So that means there's a lot of inventory and it's not moving. So I've really been focusing on that aspect as I'm sourcing and going to the bins. That's primarily where I'm sourcing right now. I do pop in and out of, I go to a couple of consignment shops, which I'm super selective at. And I have 3 Goodwills on my route now that I've gone through. And so all I'd have to do is go on Sunday of this week and check their new color tag, because I've looked through the dresses and I'm primarily just picking up dresses at the Goodwill. I've looked through at those 3 Goodwills. I've looked through all the dresses. I might find another category to look at, but that's what I've been doing so far. So sell-through rate is different versus the comp. The comp is what have others, what have other people been able to sell that same exact item for or similar item for. Doesn't matter the period of time, and that can be very misleading, because like if you look up the comps on American Eagle skinny jeans, some of the comps look really good, especially on Poshmark because they're not timestamped. But since we don't know what that time period is over, skinny jeans are not popular anymore. They are, I mean, you'll sell up here and there, but they are not selling like they were. And so even though when you look up the comps on Poshmark, they may appear high, that's actually an incorrect. It's incorrect in that that's not what they're selling for any longer. And there could be a bajillion of them listed. And so the chance of yours selling is 0. And so that's why I feel like we have a large percent of items, probably about 500 items that are great items, but for whatever reason, probably the pricing, they have not moved. So those are some things I've kind of picked up this week. So okay. So I talked about what I learned. Those are some things that I've learned. I have a little list here. I don't know why I got off script. So some things that I'm going to change as I go through this process. So we're going to be done with live auctions. I am just the sourcing, listing for what we're trying to do with eBay, as well as go back and reprice items that we've already had listed on eBay. I've never had a big like social live auction. Like it's been hit or miss and very inconsistent, and I would rather spend my time, effort, and energy on eBay, and so I'm gonna let live auctions go. Now that does put me in a bit of a pickle because I bought a bunch of inventory, a pallet of inventory for live auctions, but all those items are listed and we will just let them sell through on the platforms. So if you need some dough and rainbow boho casual pieces, come check me out. I got your girl. You'll get a great deal. On whatever platform you choose to buy from. So that, and I kind of it's been there, and I've mentioned it in several videos that I don't get super excited about the live auctions. But just seeing the time on task, the time I'm doing a whatnot auction, I could get 15 listings up. So of things that could sell for way more than what I would make at an auction. Or I could read a book or take a walk or just have more time for myself. So we're going to let that go. Not to say that it can't come back, but for right now. So all of my auctions, I'm going to go on the platforms and cancel them and I'm going to keep my accounts open. Like I said, I might decide to like have a random, like, instead of a garage sale, like a winter like auction and back to school auction and get rid of a bunch of stuff. I don't know, but that's where we are right now. What else? Okay, plans for the upcoming week. First of all, we're going to continue with the goal of listing and sourcing 30 items. So for a day. So for a total of 210 items for the week. My husband wants me to drop the 10 and make it even 200, but I'm not going to. So I don't have to work every single day, and I can allot for weekends off, or at least a day during the week. I'm going to try to bump my number up to 40 Monday through Friday, and then take the weekends off. Next, because I didn't quit my teaching career where I worked nonstop, 7 days a week, to take this on to work nonstop 7 days a week. I want to like have more quality of life, and that's another reason I'm focusing on eBay, because I do feel like once we get through this like learning process and we get this store where everything priced, listed, item specifics where we want them to be, that the store we'll just need to feed it items. We'll just need to list and ship. So speaking of older items, number 2, I'm gonna go through and promote older items in our store at 8%, in hopes to kind of just, if those can get in front of more eyes and we can get them out the door. We're also working on repricing items, like making sure they're not priced too high. So hopefully some of this stuff will sell at the higher prices as I'm getting through that. But there's, 19 items, 1,619 items in the store. Of course, 200 roughly of those were just listed, so I don't have to worry about those. But that still leaves me 1,400 items that we need to go through. And it's not really a thing where I can bulk edit. I need to kind of go through every listing. And plus we're adding more item specifics for listings, and kind of just reevaluating titles as well. So just revisions. So that is a plan for this week, a priority. We'll work on that. Before I go sourcing to the bins this week, I'm going to clear out all the death piles. So all of the piles, like auction inventory, projects, shoes that I need to clean, projects that I need to do, I'm either going to fix it or redonate it before I go back to the bins. And then I have clean shoes. And then I'm going to take a good inventory of all of our pallet items, how many of each item and in what size, and make sure that the listings are all updated on all the platforms. So since I won't have the live auction situation to move those things, I'll need to make sure that they're really ready to go for Poshmark, Mercari, eBay, and Depop. But that's what my plans are for the week moving forward. Now for the numbers. Okay, so we're at 1,619 listings. That's up 30. We sold 2 items on the eBay that we're working on for a total of $29.14 after fees and cost of goods and all that. I listed 43 items today. We sourced 0 today. As far as other platforms, we had 2 sales on Poshmark for a total of $36 and 1 sale on Mercari for $20. I'm actually loving these no fees on Mercari. Like, I listed for $20, he bought it for $20, and I get $20. Next up, and the grand total for today is $85.14. Our sales have really been down this week. Not that worried about it because I'm learning to accept that it's an average over a year. So we'll just keep working and doing better. With all of this listing for eBay, we use List Perfectly to cross-list it to all the other platforms. So it can only benefit the other platforms as well. There's no plans right now to get rid of any platforms. We still have a Poshmark, Mercari, eBay, and Depop. So we're going to continue to run with those probably through the end of 2024, and then we'll reevaluate where we are in 2025. So here's my sheets. So as you guys know, I met my sourcing goal yesterday, plus 17. So I have 17 to go into next week. Listing goal, I listed all that I had. There are no drafts left. And we were 39 short. So we only got 171 listings done for the week. I'm still super excited about that. That is still definitely awesome. Especially, there's something very rewarding about seeing the stuff that I sourced yesterday listed today. So we have really, me and my husband have really cranked up and streamlined our process so that source yesterday, listed today. So 1 day lag time for most items. So that's it. Thank you guys for joining me on my journey, and I'm excited for next week and to continue. I'm expecting probably by Wednesday to start seeing sales really pick up because it will be 2 weeks of listing consistently. And I hear that's the sweet spot for the eBay algorithm, that they like to see you be consistent for 2 weeks, and then it starts feeding you more sales. Feed me. And we are top rated, so we're top rated, and I'm promoting things. So I expect to see some progress next week, pick up in sales. But thanks for joining me on this journey, friends. If you're interested in following me along, just hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so that you can be notified when I upload, and leave me a comment down below. Let me know how your week is going, and I will check in with you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Resale, where the deals just shine. Boss ladies on the grind every single time. From victims to new, they got the fashion view. Step into their world, you feel brand new. Got Gucci, got Prada, got everything you crave. Their passion for fashion is what they bravely gave. Resale game strong and the ladies in command. 3 queens Resale, taking over the land.